Helping autistic children transition into a new classroom. Hey there, I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You. Thank you so much for joining me. So for a lot of children, getting back to school can be really exciting because they get to indulge in back to school shopping and conversations with friends. But for a lot of autistic children, this can be overwhelming and can cause sensory overload. Because if you think about it, there's new teachers, new friends, new classroom environment, new routines, and so forth. This can cause a great deal of anxiety. So the good news, though, is that we can help our children transition from one grade to another with the right tools and strategies in place. Now, whether you're a teacher or a parent, I've got some actionable steps for you that you can get started right away so that we can help support our children during this time of change. So let's get started. The first step is start preparing early. Now, I've broken this down into two segments. Number one is for parents, and the second segment is for teachers. Okay, for step number one. So let's start with parents. So I want you to set up a visit with your school and take pictures so that your children get to familiarize get to be familiar with their environment right away. So what you're going to do is take pictures of places that they are going to be in on a frequent basis. For example, their classroom, maybe the washroom, the gym, or even the office or the entrance. All of these places that they are going to frequent on a daily basis, that's what you want to take pictures of and show them so that they start to learn about the different places and the routines that they will take as they walk into the school. The second step is to practice the morning routine at home that they are going to be expected to do every single morning. So if in the morning they're going to wake up and brush their teeth, and then perhaps rinse their mouth or dress up, then you need to practice with them every single day. So I'm not saying practice in the morning because that's going to be pretty tough, but perhaps practice in the evening so that they know, okay, every morning I need to get up, do this, this, and this, right? And then you can build on that over time, but at least they know where they are, what they need to do, okay? The second part of this is for teachers. So here I want you to send a welcome video or perhaps an email just talking to your students, introducing yourself to your students and even parents so that they get to know you right away and build that connection with you before they, for parents, if they have never been to your classroom before, or for students who maybe they're in your classroom, but they don't really, they're a little bit shy and they don't get to know you that well. This is a great way for them to feel as though you're speaking directly to them, okay? The second thing I want you to do is, if possible, invite families to come into your classroom. Now, I'm not saying invite every single child in your classroom, but perhaps kids who have autism or those who are struggling with just being in a new environment. It would be great for them to be able to come into your classroom, get to know what your classroom looks like, where they can go at different times. Perhaps, you've got centers, this is where centers take place. Perhaps you've got a play area, this is where the play area is. Perhaps you've got a cloakroom to hang up your backpack, this is where they need to be. Here's your desk, here's the whiteboard. All of those things that they need to see on a regular basis. If the families are there, they get to see it, the parents get to see it, the kids get to see it, and they get to see all of this without the distraction of other children, right? So we're doing this on a one-on-one basis, and they get to know you and the environment in that way, okay? Number two is integrate visual supports. Now, I've talked about this before if you've watched any of my other episodes, because I'm a big believer that this supports children with autism, because having visual cues really helps them understand what is expected of them. So if you create a visual schedule of the routines that they need to follow, it helps them know what they need to do and when they need to do it. So perhaps we're going to work on morning work first, and then we're going to look at, say, writing time. Then it's reading. Then it's math. So they know it's in this order. They know what's expected of them, and they're not struggling to figure out is it math? Do I need to worry about math right now? Do I need to worry about French or Spanish, or what exactly am I going to do? If it's all over the place in their mind, a lot of children will start to act out, and that's not what we want. If they know what they're going to be doing, you'll find that the day goes by much more smoothly. Now, if you'd like a visual schedule for either home or the classroom, check out the link in the description where it says full episode. Go to step number 2 where it says integrate visual supports, and you will find an autism friendly visual schedule that you can use at home or in school, and it also has a reward system, which I'm going to talk about next, where I'd like you to do so you have your visual schedule on the board, but then on their desk you can have a first then schedule. So you do these 2 or these 3 items or tasks first, and then you get a reward that you discuss with your children. And this is also, again, in that visual schedule. It helps them stay focused, and they know that I don't have to do, say, 8 different things before I can get a reward or before I can go home. It's all I have to do is 1, 2, 3. Now I get this. I get something, and the reward can be as simple as playing with a toy for about 5 minutes, right? So it's quick tasks, and then they get a reward, and it helps motivate them and keep them on tasks for a lot longer a period of time. Okay. Step number 3, we've got a lot to cover, so we're going right on to step number 3, which is consider sensory needs. So your home or your classroom may be bustling with energy and noise. This can feel overwhelming and to your child. So I want you to be able to prepare them for things that they need to do outside of the classroom. Perhaps it's going to the grocery store, outside of the classroom or home. Perhaps it's going to the grocery store if you're at home, or going to an assembly where a lot of people are congregated. They need to know in advance that we're now transitioning from this environment to a different environment. The second thing I want you to do is create a calming corner for your children. Like have light, dim the lights, have some fidget toys, all of that, so that your children learn how to regulate their emotions. And you want to teach them how to use a space in advance so that it doesn't become a play area. Now, if you would like a step-by-step strategy about how to create this, if you join the waitlist for my course, ADHD and Autism Self-Regulation Space, you will get a step-by-step strategy about how to create this space. And because I'm going to be doing it with you, I'm going to teach you how to teach your children about self-regulation strategies. We're going to look at how to advocate for the needs of our children, how to document, and different strategies you can use, whether you're inside your home or your classroom, and when you go outside with them as well. All right? So check out the link in the description where it says full episode, and go to step number 3, consider sensory needs, to join the waitlist for this course. Okay? Step number 4 is encourage social connections. So many children with autism struggle with trying to find a friend, let alone maintain friendships, and this is very important for them to be able to feel connected to your classroom, or to their school environment in general, where they go outside to play. Now, it's just as important to do this at home or at school. Okay, so what I want you to do is provide your children with structured social opportunities so that they are able to play together. So here you could do partner activities or partner games where perhaps they are paired with buddies to be able to play. Okay. Number 2 is, so I've broken this down into 3 different segments. Number 2 is model and practice how to start and carry on conversations with their peers. So I've actually outlined this for you in a free playlist. You've got a whole bunch of different situations where your children will face, and what exact things that they can say during those situations. So you can find that it's a free playlist on YouTube. Check out the link in the description where it says full episode. Go to step number 4 where it says encourage social connections, and you will get the link to the YouTube playlist. You can also take if you find a video that resonates with you, in the link in the description there, you're going to find slides and activities activity packs that you can use in your classroom to either continue the teaching process and also to help them take what they're learning and put it into action in different ways. Okay? And then step number 3 of this section is to reinforce the importance of having kind and respectful conversations with their friends. Okay? So we've covered a lot today. I want to recap really quickly. We have looked at the importance of helping your children focus on, not focus on, but really just getting back into school, helping them with their, with just feeling overwhelmed with going back to school and why we need to do that. The second thing we talked about are the 4 steps to help them with this. So step number 1 is start preparing early, and we've broken that down for both parents and teachers. Step number 2 is integrate visual supports. Step number 3 is consider sensory needs, and step number 4 is encourage social connections. All right, if you would like just a whole if you want to know all the different steps that I've talked about and to be able to read it on paper, check out the link in the description where it says full episode, because I've typed everything out for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. In the meantime, remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends. Bye.